Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys down and show you guys what I'm doing. This is what I've started. Okay, ready? I am super in love with this project already, and I haven't even finished it. How cool is that? Wait till you see how easy it is. And I have the vision in my head of what I'm going to do for the center and everything. It's foam. Now it really could go outside anywhere without fraying or anything. Oh, it could be used as turkey too once I show you guys how to do the petals. So, what the wholesaler I get my felt out from also sells foam sheets. Kids foam sheets. And they're cheaper. It's cheaper than the felt. Yes. So I thought, okay, I'm going to buy a pack of yellow and I'm going to buy a pack of brown. Just to see what I could do and play with it. I have come up with the coolest thing. You guys ready? Let's go down to the board. Okay. So the first thing, I got my foam sheets. They are 9 by 12, just like the felt. Alright, so I'm cutting it just like I did with the felt. So I'm going to be cutting a 9, because it's 9 by 12. I am going to cut it into a 9 by 9 square. So you could either do it this way, like I showed you guys before, where you butt the two pieces up against each other, like this. And this is so nice to cut. It cuts like butter. And then you flip it over and you do the other side. Again, we're not getting rid of these pieces because we can use these for the centers. And I'll show you. Alright, just like the felt. Or you can cut it pretty easy as well. Let's put it at the 9-inch here. And let's just use our rotary cutter and our ruler. But wait till you see what I'm going to do with this. Now you see the iron sitting beside me. Okay, so you can cut it like that as well. Okay, now I'm going to cut it again. What?
Actually, no, they can't see
the
iron sitting beside you.
Iron's there. I forgot. They seen the iron earlier when I was... Okay. So, cutting it this way. So I turn it into the diamond, cutting corner to corner. We're making... We are making our triangles, just like we did with the felt. Now, this is where it comes different. And this is really cool. So I'm going to take my triangle, okay? And I'm just going to fold it over so that I have the middle going straight down. So I'm just, because it's almost like a perfect triangle, you just have to meet the sides together, okay? I'm going to take one of these little handy dandy clips. And I'm going to clip it just near the bottom. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of these triangles. So we're just, now, right now, it's a dull kind of looking yellow.
But you're not going to leave it?
I am not going to leave it like that because when I was playing, I figured something out. And I'm going to share it with all my friends. Okay, so I got some triangles. We folded some triangles in half, okay? Now, we are going to take a piece of parchment paper. I'm turning my iron on to medium. So when I was playing, I found out that it's kind of dull right now, and I wanted to make a crease, kind of like the veined petal. So I thought, I'm going to get out my handy dandy Amazon iron I bought for crafting. And I'm going to iron this. So I have my iron on. Where do I have it on? think it's about wool. No, let's do about cotton. What are you laughing at? Because I don't even know how to use an iron, right?
I got it on wool. No, maybe I'll put it on cotton.
Okay, and this would be a great turkey once we get done. You watch. I'm going to iron the whole thing. When you iron this foam, it becomes a shiny, bright color. It's just really weird. And then, so there's the dull side, there's the shiny side. So I ironed the other side as well. Guys, I've been playing all day. Well, not all day, I have been working. Okay, and I'm ironing it. All right, and it's not too hot. But now I want to focus just on the edge. And you can see through, and this is not melting like the poly burlap will. So you don't want it too hot though. You're going to take this off and just leave it and let it cool. Okay, so put it to the side, and then we're going to do another one. See, it pays to be in the VIP group. Okay, on the other side, because I think this is going to be the next big thing. I think it is, because it's really, really fun. And you don't have to use as much mesh or felt. Okay, now it's warm, so we want to make sure it stays while it's warm. Enhance that crease there, okay? Put it to the side. I'm going to turn it up to a little bit.
Always zip it up to permanent press.
No, I'm between cotton and linen, just to speed things up. So not only does ironing bring out the color, it brings out a shine as well. And now if you get it too hot, it will curl. Now with this foam, if you want it to curl, while it's warm, you can curl the edges to make a different petal. For right now, I'm keeping it simple because this is the first time I've played with this stuff.
Oh, I just had an idea.
Huh?
I just had an idea.
Oh, I've already had the idea for roses and everything with this, because you can curl, make a rose-shaped petal, curl it back, and then you just zip tie it to the board, and you do all just like they do with the little tiny flowers. And this seems like a lot of work, guys, but you'll see that I'm not going to be using as many petals as I would with mesh or with the felt.
Wow, that's neat. No steam filming on the iron, but the steam would just go onto the parchment paper anyway.
What? There's no water in this. Did you say steam?
You said what? No steam like setting on the iron?
No, I didn't want steam. No steam. You just want heat. I don't want to cook it. And we're just emphasizing on this thing here. Okay. And let it, while it's cooling, you just kind of press it down. And it cools really fast. Okay? So there's a few. Let's just put this over here. Now, I'm using a small board because I really didn't know when I was playing. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. So now what I'm going to do is move my... And don't iron on your cutting mat. Don't iron on your cutting mat. Use a cookie sheet or a glass cutting mat or something. You can buy these at the dollar store. This one I got on Amazon. I use it a lot these days. It's got the increments on it. So, now what you're going to do is take your triangle and we're going to cut 3 inches off of this triangle shape. So there's our center, okay? So that's our vein of our center of the petal. I'm going to, I got this on the 24. I'm going to cut this at the 21. And you can just use your scissors. Okay, and this is what you get. I don't want a square looking petal. So all I did was knocked off this little bitty corner here and rounded it. See, that's it. Okay, let's do the other ones. Alrighty, so you line it up wherever. We're just going to take 3 inches off. Like I said, you can just use your scissors as well. 25, yeah, I gotta do the math calculations. 3. And make sure that you're cutting the corner at the bottom and not the corner where we have it folded over. So 25, 24, 22. Okay, one more here. Okay, then we can take off our, these are scraps, or you can actually save them if you want to use, if you want to make a dahlia, because we need those little corners in the dahlia. But we're just going to scrap this because Lori has enough junk around the house. Yeah, I added it again. Playing again. Okay, now we're going to round off this corner. Very easy. This cuts so nicely. We're just making it rounded, just like that. So I really only cut off little tiny, just that corner there, okay? All right, so let's open this now. Now we got a really nice crease.
It looks like you preloaded your board.
I did preload my board. Just the normal holes. So just normal on row 1, normal on row 2, normal on row 3, normal on row 4. No shared, no nothing. Now I'm going to open my petal up, pinch it where my seam is, bring it in 1, and then 2 is the end. And you can make your creases a little formed while you, what are you laughing at?
Carrie Andrews says, do you have the beaver felt on the site? And then she says, later down, she says, oh my dear God, I did not say beaver, I said heavier.
What heavier? Which one's
Heavier felt. I'm thinking she means that, the glitter one we had.
Oh no, they're all sold out at the warehouse right now. I pretty much sold them out at the wholesalers right now, but I have put my order in for more. And then you can sculpt this, guys. Like you could even take your, you know, iron, make it warm, and then, you know, sculpt them up. Like with a rose, you can, you know, take even a heat gun or a dryer. Yeah. You can even take a blow dryer. So if you took just this, whatever, a pen or whatever, rolled this under, pretend this is a rose petal, just warmed it up, it will stay like that. But we're doing basic, just a basic sunflower. So this is really easy, guys, and put it in and zip it up. And because it's foam, you don't see through anything. It stays, you can curl it under like that and it'll stay. You can curl it up like that, it will stay. This is not felt, it's kids foam sheets, fun foam. It's not the expensive stuff. The expensive stuff is called what? Foma or?
Oh, that's, I don't know what it's called, what the right name of this was.
There is expensive foam on the market, and a lot of people use it for the smaller flowers, making like flower bouquets or whatever.
Those come in like single sheets.
Yeah, they come in single sheets and they're really expensive. This is just kids fun foam. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to do the shared holes, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna move on to the center because I've been on here too long. So I will have to do the shared holes on row 5 just to cover these spaces here. But everything else covers really nicely. Let's see. Isn't this really cute? Now I don't have any green foam for the leaves, but I do have brown foam, and we're going to do the brown foam for the center right now. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this center. I'm going to put that parchment paper under here so I don't get glue all over the place. So the first thing I'm going to do is like I do it with felt, is I'm going to roll the center without gluing and having to curse. I'm doing this one really tight, and then I probably won't, the other ones I probably won't do as tight. Oh, glue. I must say, glue's really easy, the foam stuff. I'm just rolling the edge so that the edges match up. So now what I'm going to do...
It's like a jelly roll.
It does look like a jelly roll. I think it might be big enough. I think it might be too big. I think 3 inches might be too big. I'm going to put the yellow on the outside.
Should have alternated.
No, watch what I'm doing. I'm not alternating. It's not the right...
It's not the right bulk that you're looking for?
No. So if you don't want to fight with the stickers, just use the sticker on the inside of your roll here. There was one. Okay. Well, let's go back to the iron again. Make sure this is on. Okay, I'm going to push this against the iron. And technically, these, oh, it is working. And if you put it against the iron, they curl. Look at this, super genius. Look, babe. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool. See, guys, how it's curling like that? And it's hot, so if you pull while it's hot, spread it out. So we want this center though tight, right? We want to keep this tight, but we want the outside of these to kind of curl inwards. And there's lots you can do. Look how that is so cool. Can you guys see it curling up on the sides? Now I think it's a little high. So I think 3 inches was maybe a bit much. I don't know if I do 3 inches next time. Unless I cut it down a little further so I can spread it out even more. Look like on the actual, oh shoot, on the actual flower. Thanks, Jean. Well, that is kind of cool. Now I have to do the, for sure. So I have to do the extra petals. So we do need the 8 petals in the center. So that means we used 20 pieces of the foam, which is not bad. And the foam is a little bit cheaper than the felt too. And I could definitely put a pipe cleaner with a U-pin into the foam, glue it, and then pipe cleaner it right to the flower. But it's too high. I'm gonna have to fix it. How can I fix this? I need a saw to cut this. I'll probably just end up making a new center, doing the exact same thing, but not 3 inches. But you guys, but the sizing is perfect. So I used 2 pieces of the brown, but that was cut at 3 inches. I think I'm only gonna cut it at 2. But that is a really cool center. Isn't that really cool? Ooh, can you guys see? Can you see how it's curling? Curls like that and curls inwards. See, but I do love how this turned out. Love it. I'm gonna make 4 more petals. Put there. This is on the small board. And it is like the awesome, you could even paint. You could paint the tips. Oh, ooh, that would be pretty. Remember we seen on Wreath Creators? There was a yellow one and she painted the tips red on and she did, it was a dahlia. It was so pretty. You could do this so easy on the foam. So easy. Gotta play. All right, thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll try and get the center made and put it on Wreath Creators. Okay? Bye, everybody.